silence. You wake up. The slight movement of your eyes, the first realization that you're alive. How long did it take you to notice it? How often has this moment just disappeared in the rush, the worries, the to-do lists, the search for meaning? You are here, now. You are waking up, not just physically, but existentially. And how rarely do we stop to really feel it, this moment of awakening? And now you're no longer just following a routine, no longer just opening your eyes and waiting for the world to move. You don't start the day as a continuation of yesterday. You greet the morning as a new opportunity, as a new chance for yourself. You can ask yourself, why am I waking up? What's in store for me today? You deserve an answer. Not the answer you expect from others, but your own. Your own. The answer you give yourself. It's not just, I have to start the day. It's, I want this morning for me. You have not only time in your hands, but also space. Space for thought, for breath, for mindfulness. Remember that the day doesn't start with what you do, but with how you feel in this moment. You can feel how hard each morning shifts, as if it's standing in slow motion time. But that slowing down is where the magic lies. The moment when you stop being part of the noisy world and become an important part of yourself. Everything happens in your head. That very moment when you decide what your reality will be. A day is not just a commitment, not just a series of events. It's an opportunity to rewrite history. Today you can be whoever you want to be. Who you are is not limited to your actions, but lives in every decision you make. You often wake up thinking about what you want, don't you? What if you start by asking yourself, what do I want? Not with what I have to do or I need, but with what you really want for that day. What is your goal, if not in action, at least in intention? You hear your own breathing. It's calm. This is your first ritual. This is the beginning of morning magic. The feeling that anything is possible, that in front of you is a blank page on which you will write the story of your morning. You might ask yourself another question. How can I customize my morning so that the whole day is not a struggle, but a piece to create something new? Yes, we often talk about how we need to set goals, accomplish something. But what if the morning is not the beginning of struggle, but the beginning of harmony? When you don't strive in the pursuit of time, but instead hear time and understand its rhythm. The silence in the morning is not frightening, it is not restless, it is a place for inspiration. And to feel it, you have to slow your breathing, just like the day itself. This does not mean that you have to spend the morning in complete inactivity. But it does mean that you allow yourself time for reflection, for inner adjustment. Listen to how your day flows. Do you get it? It's not you running after the world. It's the world moving within you, and you can allow yourself to follow its rhythm. It's not just a morning. It's the beginning of a day when you realize the world isn't asking you to rush. It isn't asking you to do more. It asks you to be with it, to be in it. You feel how every breath fills you not only with air, but with energy, ready to become something more. That moment when you're ready to start the day not with a fight, but with simple acceptance. Acceptance of all that is in you, all that is to come, and most importantly, you are not alone in this process. This morning is yours and yours alone. Only you can adjust yourself, your energy, and your perception. You are ready. You are ready to set this day up for success, but not as a race, not as an obligation, but as a journey. You are ready to enter this day with an open heart, with ease and intention. You are here. You are. And you are ready to embrace this day as it is. And that is your magic, your morning magic. You're here again, at that morning crossroads when everything seems quiet, but also full of possibility. It's as if you're standing on the edge of a new day, and instead of running into its flow, you're slowly breathing in this moment. This moment is yours. It doesn't belong to yesterday or tomorrow. It is here with you, and it lives in you. Maybe you can already feel the sense of responsibility coming back. You know that the day is waiting for you to act. But let's ask ourselves another question. What do I need in this moment? How can I customize this day so that my actions are meaningful and not just for the purpose of being busy? You don't have to chase success to be successful. You may not even have to conquer the day. Instead of turning every morning into a battle, try seeing it as a smooth process. Imagine that your day is not a set of demands, but a flow that you're immersed in. You can feel how now in this moment, it's not just waking up, but transforming. You are not just waking up. You are opening a new page. And on this page, there are no obligations, only opportunities. Often we feel like we need to do more to succeed. We strive for more tasks, more people, more time. But what if success isn't about quantity but quality? In how aware you are, how deeply you can dive into the present moment and bring your full attention to it. You already know that there is no point in rushing. The day has already begun, and you don't need to force its course. All you have to do is allow yourself to immerse yourself in it with your full attention. You deserve that, don't you? You deserve this day to be your own unique process, not a struggle to be successful. Watch the light come into your room slowly, unhurriedly. It is not in a hurry. It is simply there, and its presence is proof that everything happens in its own time. Peace does not demand instant action from you. The world calls you to listen and understand. You often watch the clock as time slips away, as it slips away. But today, in this moment, you can do otherwise. You can accept time as a flow, as a space in which you can move at your own pace without unnecessary hurry. Time has no power over you. You are the one who can adjust your perception of time, even if only at the level of this morning. Because every day begins with this small but incredibly important step. You choose your inner mood. You get to choose how you respond to what the world is offering you in this moment. And perhaps now is the time to allow yourself to be in harmony with yourself and the world, rather than fighting it. You realize that every moment is a chance to do something important. But what if important isn't action or accomplishment, but simply mindfulness? Being present in the here and now is already magic. With each breath, you sink deeper into this moment. Each breath is like stepping into a new world where there is no pressure, no expectations. It's just you, your soul, and the world around you. This is your morning, and there are no other people's tasks in it. This is your opportunity, your magic, your silence. You can make it part of your day. You don't have to be anything other than what you are. You can be you, your truest, most alive self. What if this day is not a series of actions, but a sequence of moments in which you are truly alive? You're already on your way, and it doesn't matter how far you go, it matters how you go. And it matters that you choose to go not against time, but with it. Time that doesn't make you rush. You can go at your own pace. You can feel that rhythm in you reawakening, your energy returning. There is no room for vanity in this morning. In this morning, there is only you with your inner light, your magic. You stand on the threshold of a new day. That moment when the light begins to penetrate the room, but still retains its mysterious softness. The light morning glow is in no hurry to dispel the darkness, and you don't seem to be in a hurry either. Everything in you is slowing down. You feel your world becoming clearer with each breath, the space around you filling with new colors and possibilities. You can feel a lightness in your body. This is not a physical lightness. It is a release of excess, the inner noise, that constant inner dialogue that never gives you peace, the thoughts that are noisy, trying to distract you as if their voice is keeping you from focusing. But what if you decided to just let them go? Not to chase every thought, not to follow every image that arises in your head. After all, who are you if not someone who can control your thoughts? If you can learn to let go of the ones that don't serve you, the ones that only create noise and prevent you from experiencing the present moment, can you say to yourself, I choose to be free of these thoughts, these expectations. I choose to be here with this breath, with this morning. I choose this moment as mine, and I don't need anything else. Feel with each exhale you let go of the tension, the letting go of what's dragging you down. That fear, those expectations, those worries about the future, they disappear like fog, dissolving into your breath. All those worries that seem to always accompany you lose their power. You are standing here, in this moment, and that is enough. You don't have to be the one who thinks about the future. You don't have to be someone who is constantly worrying about tomorrow. All you have to do now is to allow yourself to be free from this race, free from these thoughts. You are not what you think. You are not what others tell you. You are just you in the moment. And when you begin to realize this, everything around you becomes clearer. You can hear that voice in your head that keeps demanding more from you disappear. There is no more guidance. There is no more pressure. The world continues to exist, but now you are not looking at it from a position of struggle, but from a position of freedom. You are willing to open your eyes and see the world as it is, not through the prism of worries and concerns. You can see it clearly. All that was hidden behind the noise now appears before you in its full beauty. Being free of that noise is not just a physical process, it is an act of inner awareness. It is a decision to be at peace with yourself. And when you choose this peace, you're also choosing to be at peace with the world. You realize that you don't have to change anything to be at peace with yourself. You are already okay with yourself. This inner spaciousness is your strength. All you need to do is continue to stay in this space, here and now, in total acceptance. And now that you're free of that noise, you can move on to step 2, the first intention of the morning. You can choose what intention you want to go through the day with. You know that intention is not just words, not just a thought that comes and goes. It is the foundation of how you will perceive the world. Intention is your inner compass that guides you in the right direction when the rest of the world starts to blur together. Your intention is like magic that will guide your day, like a lighthouse light that keeps you from getting lost. And it's not an obligation, it's not a chore. It's a choice you make with the full knowledge that your day will be whatever you choose it to be. You can ask yourself the question, what do I want out of this day? It doesn't have to be something global. Maybe you just want to feel like the day will be full of mindfulness. Maybe you want to be calm and confident. Maybe you want to create something that brings you joy. Anything is possible because it's your day, your magic. You breathe in again. Everything around you becomes clear. You realize that the world didn't expect this excitement from you. You're your own master. You give yourself meaning. And now you stand before this day not as a slave of time, but as a free man who is ready to create his day, to fill it with what is important. Each morning gives you the opportunity to begin anew. You decide what your day will be like. You decide where you're going to put your energy. And most importantly, you decide what you need for your inner world to make this day not just a day, but a magical experience. You feel that lightness. The lightness is that you don't have to owe anything. You are choosing, and that is enough. You are already in the center of your world. You continue to breathe deeply, feeling yourself fill with new strength with each breath. The silence that surrounds you seems to penetrate every cell of your body, creating a special atmosphere. This moment is that small but important moment when everything begins. There is no hustle and bustle, no time pressure, no demands of the outside world. All there is you and your choice. And your choice is important. You already realize that success doesn't come when you rush or chase after it. It comes when you consciously adjust yourself, when you allow your inner state to be in harmony with what is going on around you. Success is not always the result of great effort. It can be the result of a simple but powerful realization that you are willing to accept the day on your own terms. You may think that to be successful, you have to do something massive and incredible. But in reality, success is the result of how you handle each moment, and every moment of your day can be a success if you have the right attitude. Imagine that your day starts not with a race, not with a struggle, but with you allowing yourself to be ready for any eventuality. You accept them for what they are, and that doesn't make them worse. On the contrary, it makes them part of your strength. Maybe success for you isn't necessarily about big accomplishments. Maybe success for you is inner peace, the ability to be content with yourself despite the challenges. Maybe success is simply feeling like you're moving in the right direction. This day can be your success, even if you don't achieve everything you want. Your ability to take what is happening with wisdom and acceptance is already making you a winner. You are standing in this moment where anything is possible. That doesn't mean the path will be easy, but it does mean that you will move at your own pace without worrying that someone else is going faster. You realize that it's not how fast you reach your goal that matters, but how you move. You can create success not by racing, but by acceptance. Acceptance of all aspects of yourself, all the emotions and states that come up throughout the day. Success isn't about perfect actions, it's about being conscious of what you're doing. It means not losing touch with yourself, even when the outside world is calling you in different directions. You don't have to strive to always be at your peak. Sometimes success is just the quiet confidence that you're doing things the way they should be done. You don't set yourself up for success as a race. You're just setting yourself up to live every moment of this day with full presence. And lo and behold, you might start to feel the day being filled with meaning. Even the smallest actions you take can be filled with magic. You don't need a big one to feel successful. You can start small by being fully present in this moment. You realize that your success is already within you, and you don't have to look for it externally. All you need to do is trust yourself and this moment. That doesn't mean there won't be challenges, but you know that you can overcome them with ease because you are already in harmony with yourself. And that harmony is your strength. You are not setting yourself up to achieve a goal, but to live this day in harmony with yourself. You don't have to take in everything the day has to offer. You don't have to be perpetually busy. Instead, you can quietly choose your actions, giving them meaning. Success is not in the amount you do, but in how you do it. You breathe in again. You set yourself up for success by taking your time. You know that every step of this day will make a difference if you are in awareness. The morning is not just the start of a new day. It's a moment to lay the groundwork for everything that will happen in the hours to come. That quiet, almost magical moment between sleep and wakefulness, when the world has not yet plunged in and you are not yet consumed with worries and chores. That moment is full of possibilities, and you are the one who decides how it will be used. With each morning, you are like an artist starting a new canvas. You decide what colors will be used, what strokes will be important, and what painting you will create. This process of creation begins as soon as you open your eyes. After all, it is in the morning that you set the mood not only for the day, but also for yourself. Don't underestimate the power of the morning hours. It is at this time that you get a chance to get in touch with yourself, to strengthen your inner harmony, to tune in to positivity. How you spend the first moments of the day is how the rest of the day will unfold. If the morning starts with tension, with chaos, or with running errands, the whole day will carry traces of this tension. However, if you start your morning with mindful breathing, with a few moments of calm and gratitude, your day will take a completely different direction. You are already set up for success, for clarity, for inner balance, and this will be the basis for all your actions throughout the day. Think about what happens when you wake up feeling anxious or dive right into things. You automatically redirect your energy into those worries and tasks. It's like starting your day by losing control of yourself, trying to conform to the demands of the outside world. This state consumes you, and all day long you feel like you're on the run, battling problems that could probably have been avoided. But what if the morning became your point of focus? What if you decided that each new day begins with your own choices, your inner attunement? If you create space for calm, clarity, and mindfulness right after you wake up, how would that change your day? It is the morning that is the moment when you can give yourself that small chance to rethink, to not allow yourself to be consumed by stress, and instead choose the path of mindfulness. You can give yourself time not to fuss, but to take in your thoughts and feelings, to realize what you really need that day and what doesn't matter. You can start your morning with a few minutes of gratitude, because so often we forget to appreciate the simple moments, but they are what create our perception of the world. You can be grateful for what you have, for this day, for the opportunity to be here and now. It is a simple but powerful way to tune into harmony and balance. If you start the day with gratitude and inner clarity, everything that follows will be organic, with understanding. You'll meet each challenge with confidence because you've already started your day with a conscious step. You don't let the morning hours slip away, but use them as a way to strengthen your inner state. This moment in the morning is not just a time for you to enjoy silence, but a key to how you will respond to all external events. Being aware at the beginning of the day allows you to be more flexible, less susceptible to stress, and less susceptible to external stimuli. You can be more relaxed about unexpected turns of events because your inner state is already balanced. You shouldn't think that morning rituals are something complicated or time-consuming. It can be a few minutes devoted to meditation, mindful breathing, or simply time spent in silence alone with yourself. It doesn't require much effort, but it brings a tremendous amount of inner peace. Now you know that morning is a moment that you can make special. You realize that the mindset you choose will determine your entire day, and you can choose what your day will look like, starting with how you start your morning. When you give yourself the space to do that, you open the door to a more conscious and joyful existence. And those aren't just words. This is a reality that you create for yourself. You're not setting yourself up to get through the day, but to get through it with awareness, with joy, and with inner peace. That moment when you wake up is the beginning of an endless cycle of small decisions. It all starts with simple actions, with what you choose to do to face the new day. And those small steps can have a huge effect on your whole day, on your life in general. Rituals are what give you control over how your day starts and therefore how you live it. You've already started your morning ritual from the moment you opened your eyes. You may have felt your body tugging slightly, your thoughts not yet fully clear. But this is not a cause for concern. It's just a state of transition that you can use to prepare yourself for more. Your morning rituals aren't necessarily something complicated or even necessarily material. It's more about the relationship with yourself that you establish first thing in the morning. Tell yourself that you're paying attention to how you feel, your body, your thoughts, so that you can start the day in a way that promotes your well-being. If you start by stretching, by taking a few deep breaths, you've already created a fulcrum for the entire day. You're anchoring your attention to your state, and this helps your mind and body to be in balance. Your rituals can be quite simple. Take a glass of water to fill your body with vitality after a night's rest. Feel the drops of water refresh you as they penetrate your cells, cleansing and energizing you for the day. It's so easy, yet so powerful at the same time. Small actions give you focus, and when you focus, you begin to be in the here and now moment. Maybe you like to start your morning with meditation or some light exercise. It's your way of setting yourself up for the day. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. Even a few minutes will be enough to feel your body come into alignment and your mind clear of unnecessary thoughts. You can start with 5 minutes of meditation or stretching to give yourself a chance to wake up, not only physically but also mentally. You can establish morning rituals that help you stay centered. This can be a time when you give yourself the space to become more conscious of your actions, to tune into your inner harmony and not let the outside world get you off track. You are the chief architect of what the day will be like, and your morning rituals are your tool for getting there. Maybe you want to start a habit of expressing gratitude for what you have. A few seconds of gratitude for your health, for being able to wake up, for your support, for what you have. It doesn't have to be something massive. It's important that you feel that moment. Immersing yourself in these practices gives you not only a boost of energy for the day, but also a sense of deep connection to yourself. You start the day not with what you have to do, but with what you choose to do to fill yourself with harmony. You stop being a victim of circumstance and start being the creator of your life. Morning rituals are your way of being in the moment, being in your body, being in your life. When you create rituals, you're not only preparing yourself physically, but you're setting yourself up for productivity and success. This doesn't mean that mornings should be overloaded with things to do, but they should be full of moments to restore, to focus, to start the day with intention. You realize that every ritual, every habit you implement in the morning matters. Even if you make one small change, like starting your morning with 5 minutes of meditation, it will already improve your perception of your day. Morning rituals aren't just mechanical actions. They are moments that create a space for awareness, a space for you to hear yourself. As each day passes, you begin to feel these rituals become part of your life. They become your allies, helping you maintain calm and clarity as the day takes hold. You already realize that anything is possible in the morning. You choose how to set yourself up, and your rituals are like guideposts on the way to a more successful, harmonious day. You can start with simple habits to get you energized every morning. Do some stretches, drink some water, feel connected to your body. These moments give you a chance to focus and tune into the day you choose for yourself. Morning rituals are not only about preparing your body, but also your soul. Allow yourself to be in the present moment before you start absorbing outside information and worries. Meditation or gratitude are not necessary, but they can help you consciously set yourself up for positivity. These practices allow you to not become a slave to clutter and distractions, but to start your day by choosing what is important to you. Gradually, your morning rituals begin to become embedded in your life. You notice how they affect your perception of the day, your behavior. Each day you become more confident, calm, and centered. You begin to realize that the power of success is not in big efforts, but in a sequence of small steps. Each ritual is a small step toward a big result. They help you be more confident, more focused, more productive. You already know that the key to success is not big effort, but a sequence of small steps you take every day. So set yourself up for success. Make morning rituals a part of your life, and you'll be surprised at how they change your reality. You can start with simple habits that fill you with energy every morning. Do some stretches, drink water, and feel the connection with your body. These moments give you the chance to focus and set yourself up for the day you choose to have. Morning rituals are not only about preparing the body, but also the soul. Allow yourself to be in the present moment before you begin absorbing external information and worries. Meditation or gratitude are not mandatory elements, but they can help you consciously set a positive tone. These practices prevent you from becoming a slave to the rush and distractions and allow you to start the day by choosing what matters to you. Gradually, your morning rituals begin to integrate into your life. You'll notice how they affect your perception of the day and your behavior. With each passing day, you become more confident, calm, and focused. You begin to understand that the key to success is not in large efforts, but in the consistency of small steps. You can ask yourself, what intention do you set for yourself from the very start of the day? Morning intention is a powerful tool for setting yourself up for productivity and success. It can be something simple like, I will find joy in this day, or more specific, like, today, I will focus on the most important tasks. Intention helps you organize your day from the beginning. It serves as a compass in the open sea. It's the moment when you consciously define what your day will be like. You begin to realize that despite external circumstances, you have the power over how you perceive events. When you set an intention, you share your vision with yourself about what matters. You tell yourself that the day will be productive, calm, and inspiring. And that's how it becomes, because you're aligned with success and your actions reflect that mindset. Many people wonder whether they should start their morning with physical activity. The answer is yes, and here's why. Morning exercises help awaken not only your body but also your mind. Physical activity boosts circulation, fills your body with energy and vitality, and encourages the production of endorphins, the happiness hormones. You can choose light exercises, stretching, yoga, or a walk outdoors. These practices not only improve your physical state, but also help relieve tension, enhance your mood, and energize you for the entire day. They give you a sense of confidence in your body and can positively influence how you perceive everything that happens. Each morning becomes a starting point for self-care. Even just a few minutes of exercise can make your day lighter and more productive. Challenges and stress are an inevitable part of life, but morning can be the time when you set yourself up for emotional stability in advance. A simple way to do this is by managing your thoughts right from the morning. You can focus on positive thoughts. Direct your attention to the things you're grateful for. If your day starts with an awareness of your emotions, you can prepare yourself to be more resilient to external stressors. You can create an inner shield that protects you from stress and anxiety. Over time, you'll learn to not only be physically healthy, but also emotionally balanced. Thus, morning mindset isn't just words. It's your foundation for being strong and calm in any situation.